We just talking today. That eclipse was crazy, right? That eclipse was. Oh, okay. So that's that. That eclipse was crazy. Is anyone feeling any different? Is anyone feeling their energy stabilizing? It's crazy because I was getting so many downloads during it. And I remember saying too, the eclipse is a chance for so many people to literally face their illusions. We're in the middle of the day and sun's shining, whatever. And all of a sudden, here comes the moon eclipsing out the light for a second, right? For a little bit. And it was for me, very deep in nature. Because it's okay, you got one last time to look at those fears and let them go. And I'm like, okay. And then when the sun comes out again, it's you're able to face that fear, that shadow. I'm a deep person, right? And this is bringing me into something I was channeling this morning. And it was the title, Let There Be Light. And it made me think back to the beginning, right? And how everything was created in darkness, right? How everything that is here right now that we can see was created in darkness. And it's crazy because it's there are so many signs around us all the time. There are so many situations around us all the time, people that come into our lives to show us things at times that we need to see certain things, right? And it's crazy. Feel free to say whatever needs to be said, okay? But this is the open space, right? And I'm not doing the back and forth. I'm not doing none of that. You'll be blocked, okay? But this is just an open space for us to talk about these changes. And this ascension that many of you guys are going on or going through, or you may not have the words to express what your spirit is trying to make you see about yourself or a situation. No judgment, right? But I kind of took a back seat to doing tarot because it's I'll still do it. I still do readings and stuff, but it's once you understand something, it's okay, that's enough now. And that's the thing. Tarot is going to continuously be repetitive. Tarot keeps you stuck in a cycle. Tarot keeps you stuck in a mind frame that is unrealistic, right? And I say this if you don't have a base of something else before you start. Everything that I've ever spoken about on here, displayed, gave messages on, I've lived through. There was a point in time where I needed tarot for myself to be a guide because that was the only channel through which God was able to speak to me and show me things. And so when I got to that point of trusting my downloads and my vision, I didn't need the tarot cards. So when I would come on here and give readings, sometimes when I would go back and look at them, they sound repetitive. Yeah, give me one sec. They would sound repetitive, and it's because you're not going to get a difference in energy. It's the same thing. You understand? And this is what brought me into a higher level of ascension. And some of you guys might be feeling that too. Tarot is a tool. It's not a guide to live by. It's not real. It's energy. The person makes the energy move. You understand? So and this is why I always say too, I don't do tarot for entertainment purposes. Because think about it, you're watching tarot. If this is your entertainment and you watch tarot, you're entertaining, hence allowing others show to affect how you move in this reality. So suppose a tarot reader says blah 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 blah, right? And you take that as information to live by without checking in with yourself. Is this even me? Does this even make sense for my situation? And then you keep putting out messages, right? That just further confuse an individual because you do a collective message, correct? And a collective message is aimed toward, as we know, I hope, an individual within a collective. So you say you have a group of people, right? Spirit gives those of us that are real at this messages to give to a collective of people. This is how spirit operates. Say you got a crowd of people, confirmation. In that crowd of people, say there's one person in that crowd somewhere. Spirit knows that this one person needs a certain something. So he speaks to you to speak to many. You understand? That one person that is in there gets the message. But for the whole collective around them, they may not. But this whole collective is still trying to follow suit. This is why I say when I do tarot, I'm very, very specific. If I say it's for someone, it's for someone. I don't know who you are. God doesn't tell me that. But this is why it's not working in this community. This is why it's not working in this community. Because too many people are focused on entertainment and not really focused on growing and evolving and pushing themselves further past boundaries into a light. And I say this because there are light workers here. And I'm starting to realize, a tarot card reader, right? I am one. But just because I am does not mean someone else has the same morals, values, and alignments in place. So you got to separate yourself. Because those of us who are true channels get thrown in the mix with individuals who are not that. And it got to a point for me where it's like, I'm tired of giving my energy, getting on here, getting downloads, doing hour-long friggin' lives, telling people about what's important, and then having other people just come to watch to steal the download, to steal the message, to spin it off in a different way and make it sound better. Like, that's annoying too. Like, get your own messages, become a clear channel for yourself, and stop taking people's downloads. Stop stealing from people. And this is what a lot of tarot readers are experiencing. Everyone's talking about change and growth and new beginnings and rebirths, but everybody's still talking about the same thing. Where is the change? Where is the rebirth? Where is the higher level of consciousness? Where is the understanding that you have no understanding of what it is you're talking about? Someone can't tell you, right, that what you're talking about is not actual if you're actually living it. And you see, this is why some people God put in these positions to be the light through dark, because everybody has different darknesses that they're going through in this world, in this universe. Some people have darkness when it comes to relationships. Some people have darkness when it comes to family situations. Some people have darkness when it comes to, things that they went through growing up. And those light workers that, when God said, let there be light, were the workers that God knew that he was going to birth into this reality to bring change. A lot of people are going through a healing journey. And a lot of people's healing journeys have been stifled. Okay? And I'm getting with these witchy tarot readers, like, hopefully they grow out of that phase. Hopefully these people can stop talking about spell work and witches and this and that, because there's so much more to spirituality than a witch. A witch ain't spiritual. A witch is a witch. A witch got to read books, got to get knowledge, got to study occult practices. That's a lot of studying. A witch ain't nothing special. It's not something you should grow to want to be. And this is the narrative that's being pushed out here. It's like spirituality is only tarot cards and witches and hexes and curses. But like God says, there's nothing new under the sun. That ain't nothing new. And it's crazy because it's like, it shows like, it's kind of like a huge turnoff. Because it's like, as someone who did look to certain individuals, with a level of respect and regard, it's kind of like that's dwindling, And it's like, damn, who do the enlightened ones, the true enlightened ones, really have to like commune with, to build with? Because The more you raise your vibration and see what it's really all about, the more you'll see that there's less and less people who are where you are. But I guess that is evolution. That is what we came here to master. We came here to be the highest version of ourselves. This is why we chose spirituality, or it chose us. It wasn't for the money. For me, it was never for the money. And then I realized too, like, the people that be getting the money on this platform are the people that be talking like the absolute most nothing. Like, they not teaching nobody nothing. They're not helping nobody get no rights. They're not helping nobody change no laws. They're not helping nobody, speak up for the people that have been done wrong. They're not doing that. So it's like, what is the point in all the talking? Like, it's just noise. And so I took some time and I really got deeper about it. It's like the realest of us that have the strongest message have to go through the most channels to be heard. And it's ridiculous. Well, we have these entities, that's what they're called at this point. They aren't the energy that they were projecting. These entities just get to run rampant, and that's okay. Like, the ones who are attacking, the ones who aren't bothering them, are getting paid. They're getting more followers by the day. But the ones who come on here, I've seen this many times, the ones who come on here and speak truth, the ones who come on here to actually teach, they don't get no respect. They just get people stealing from them. And I'm not in a position to allow people to keep taking shit from me. Period. I done had enough stolen from me. My energy is mine. What I create is mine. What I bring to y'all is a gift. I don't have to do tarot. I don't have to get up on this platform and make people see that I can see. I don't have to do that. I was told I don't have to do that. And I thought for so long in my purpose, I had to get up on here and use my gifts to help people move forward. That was my thought process. I had to keep getting up every day, giving these messages to people, hoping that they would friggin' pay attention. Because God always gives the warning before. And then I'm like, okay, I'm sitting here, I pull back, I'm like, I feel good. Confirmation, y'all hear it. I feel good. Feeling like I don't need to do that. I never needed to do that. It was always something I was giving to y'all because I wanted to, not because I had to. Confirmation. So when I let that thought process go, I'm able to do more of what I want, not what the collective needs. And that's the thing with being a light worker and having these true gifts. We know, feel, and see what is needed. And we are placed in position to do something. And when we do what we do, like I said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I done got on here and said things about people doing this, people doing that, people doing this, people doing that, showing y'all. And they still do it. I've seen so much projection of like negativity on this platform. And I said it before, it is the most occult-like in nature I have ever seen. Y'all really don't think. And that's the thing, man. I don't even know if I should be saying this, but I'm going to say it. But people really think it's like the people that they know. Because that's what these tarot card readers say. I've always said otherwise. Because I'm intuitive. I read energy, not just a card. But people really think that these people that are outside of them doing all of this magic are people they know, or people that they used to be with, or ex-friends, or ex-men, or whatever, family members, and inheritance, and all this other weird shit. People really think that's what this is all about. Let me tell you right now, a lot of people got into tarot because of that 10 of Pentacles inheritance. Where's that at, y'all? Where's that 10 of Pentacles that just was supposed to follow the sky in your lap? Where's that 10 of Pentacles inheritance that you were supposed to receive from attacking innocent people? Where's that 10 of Pentacles that you were supposed to get because God thought you deserved it for attacking the one he sent? Where is the Ten of Pentacles? Where is that mansion? Where is that kingdom spouse? Where is all that stuff that people said you were going to get? That was a narrative spun. And I said to y'all from the beginning, Ten of Pentacles ain't money. It's inheritance of your spirituality growing, building interest. Now let's move on. There are people, if you're spiritual, right? And it's like I say things and people do it. It's so dumb to me. Because I've heard myself saying this in the past and then seeing it being done. Whatever. There are people, okay? You're spiritual. Oh, there's a witch for that. Remember a couple of years ago where we had so much spam about all of these witches, from different countries and all these practitioners and all these other things like, oh, there's a curse on you, hit me up, oh, this and that, hit me up, whatever. Okay. Some of these people actually people, some of these people actually bots, some of these people actually, we're just going to be quiet. But anyways, for a lot of us true readers of energy, this is why we be like, you know what, let me just sit back for a second. Because the collective doesn't see what we can see. That veil has been fucking removed. There is no veil. There is no veil. There's no veil. There's no separation. You get what I'm saying here? And this is why I've been forced to like, shh, quiet. You know? Because this shit is something that people need to understand. Has there been things done to certain individuals with certain gifts on this platform? Yes. Have these things that have been done to certain individuals on this platform been right? No. Have there been things on this platform that have been done that people have complained about and received no justice for? Yes. Are there people who are controlling the narrative that is able to be put forth on this platform? Yes. Are there people that are blocking your money? Yes. Are you being shadow banned? Yes. Why? It all goes back to the title. God said, let there be light. Who doesn't want there to be light? Who's spinning the same cycle and narrative? Who is allowing these individuals on this platform to spin the same narrative? Who is actually receiving these complaints from their employees and doing nothing? And it's crazy because I got really, really, really tapped in and it was like, whoa. Okay? Because there's levels to this, right? A lot of people are still in the people stage. All they think about is other people. Oh, this person this, that person that. I said everyone is being used. I've said this many times and I'll stick to this. Everyone is being used. Who are you allowing to use you? What is their purpose for using you? You got to know your purpose so you can't be used by another for theirs. I know my purpose. There's people, there's the universe, there's God. We can't see the universe. We see the people within the universe, right? We can't see God. But I remember months ago doing a video about this is God's universe. Everything was created from nothing, right? Everything had a start, right? Just because you don't know where or how the start started doesn't mean it didn't start. There's a reason there's a masculine and feminine energy within every individual person. There is a reason why the moon is feminine energy. Wisdom. That's the moon. Wise dome. There's a reason the moon is intuition and all things emotional. There's a reason the moon symbolizes femininity. And then with the sun, there is a reason the sun, okay, is light, is action, is sight. Moon unseen, sun seen. And there's a shift happening because for so long, these wise dome women who were in the shadow, men, masculinity, whatever you want to call it, for so long. There's so many women out here who are understanding certain things. And they always say men rule the world. And it's like, that's weird because men were created from women. So men don't go through the process of birth and conception. They are birthed and conceived. There's a difference. They take the trait of the women that birthed and created them. And I got something the other day where God is the masculine influence in this reality. And being tapped into the universe is the feminine's energy to create and birth with. Ain't nobody paying my bills. And you dealing with the wrong women if that's all you're good for is paying somebody's bills. But, that's a you thing to work on. I ain't never asked no man to pay my bills. So, I'm just saying. But that's a weak woman characteristic. But anyways, and if men only feel like that's their place, then you got some healing to do. But I had a dream, right? And I was waking up from the dream, and this is where it like all clicked for me one day. I was waking up out of the dream, and it was like I saw myself descending. It was kind of like I've seen myself in dreams many times going around and healing individuals. I've seen myself as an earth angel. I've seen these things many times. I see it when I'm awake. But this was crazy because it was like the universe was there, like the world. You could see the world, right? There was a veil. It was like one layer of light cloud. This was how it looked. And it was coming down. I was coming down, right? Through the veil, through the higher dimension, the spiritual realm, divine realm, whatever. And I was literally coming down through the veil into the universe. And approaching the universe, there was a woman's face on the universe, right? And I was like, who is the woman? Like, this is how my mind goes. I was like, who is that woman? Like, I just saw a woman's face. And I remember many times in the past taking pictures of clouds and seeing women's faces in the clouds. And I was like, I don't know who those people are, whatever. And it made me think back. And I was like, whoa, this is how it works. It's like when you're an earth angel, right? And you go through these different dimensions, you do. Your spirit ascends to the higher dimension to receive a message from the creator of the universe that you just ascended from. When you get what you need, you're able to go back to the universe, the collective people, and give the message. A lot of you guys, that was the veil that you weren't supposed to see for your purpose. And that veil was something that was stopping you from going higher. And when I was going through it, it was kind of like the veil was nothing. Like, why was that so hard? Type energy. I feel like our souls and spirits are always wanting to go back to an existence of peace and calm. And I feel like with this knowing and understanding, it makes it a lot easier to be self centered in peace. When you stop looking at the world and what it shows you, because you realize there's a process that happens before seeing what you're seeing. When you're able to tie together these pieces and make it make sense for you. The past can't be changed, but the future can be built correctly. Some of you guys might be learning how to get and stay more in a balanced place, like being in the present, like the gift is in the present. Some of you guys just realized through these past transits that were very, very powerful too, that you gave away too much power, you know, too much of your spirit. If you have a connection with source, however you look at who God is, right? The spiritual realm, whatever. Your connection with source, your true connection with source is your guide in this reality. And many people downplay that. There's like so many things that you will understand and experience once you allow yourself to evolve beyond whatever spiritual roadblock you think you're going through. And I said this the other day with those of you guys that are using tarot. Some of you guys need to stop using tarot. I say this from experience because you grow so much more once you stop. You grow so much more once you stop. And that God/goddess that is within you guys will be able to be experienced. God is not a person outside of us. We will never see God. But we will feel God. We will know God. We will sense God. Just like we sense darkness, we should be able to sense God. And if we stop looking at darkness as something that is something that someone else has done rather than something we are supposed to learn from it. God uses people for darkness too, you know. If you want to understand how God works, then you have to understand how God works. God created the devil. Just saying. Devil got to talk to God too. Maybe they don't feel like they got to talk to God, but God surely strips from the devil. I've seen that happen. So, for those of you guys out here who are trying to understand your next part of your mission and your role, I'm hearing the time is coming for y'all to sit down with yourself, to ask yourself, not other people, ask yourself what it is that you want to give back. There's many, many creators out here. There's many inventors out here. There's many business owners out here. There's many true healers out here. There are many helpers out here. And my thing for you is you a lot of this to some of you guys, it seems so far away. You have it within you. And I'm telling you, for those of you guys who are feeling called to different things and you're just like, damn, but my subscribers, or oh man, everybody knows me for doing this, or they'll know you for doing something else. They'll know you for doing something else. Because that's the thing. When God is within you, you can do anything you choose to do. And for those of you guys, you know, who understand where this message is coming from. And it's just further confirmation on your path that you're on the right path. Here you go. You see, I don't need tarot cards to give a message. And a lot of y'all don't either. So, that's pretty much it. What else is coming in with this eclipse energy? Judgment season. I just keep hearing judgment season. It's here. That is the... Okay. I also heard there's a reason the chosen get spared. A lot of you guys, you're here for greater. Tarot is a tool to be used for spirit. Okay. Confirmation. And that's another thing that people be not believing in these signs and synchronicities. There's no way a universal synchronicity can be manipulated, whatever that means. If I say this is God's universe and I call on God and y'all hear something in the universe, I mean, what would you do? Let's see. Some of you guys might be learning right now the cycle of creation as well. That's important for you guys. In your ascension, it's very important. The cycle of evolution. And what that actually means. A lot of us too, it's like, I got a download, what was it, yesterday? It was like, how do you... This is going to be a time of a lot of people losing self to find themselves. This is really a whole reworking, I heard, of the psyche as well. We came into this reality being brought up and taught by other individuals who, believe it or not, this is the most awakened, I feel like, generation. And we grew up in a society of individuals who were sleeping. Period. And this is why so many of us were called and have had to be separated from individuals whose minds cannot grasp the concept of evolution. Some of y'all are like, well, damn, like, fuck with me. We can grow together. And then some of y'all got people that's in your realities and existence going against your growth because you think, they think that you think, you see, they think, projection, that you think that you're better than. When all you over here saying is, we can all grow together type energy. Why do y'all want to keep thinking like that when you can see that there's so much more greatness in the world? And power doesn't get bestowed upon people. People don't give people power. Power is already within you. It's already in you. You either got it, you're either trying to find it, or you don't have it. And you succumb to your reality being what it is. You are as powerful as you allow yourself to be. And this is why the life of the hermit is the life of the hermit. You know? That's the thing, too, that I learned about that hermit energy. I'm talking about someone who truly is a hermit. And for me, with my South Node being in Virgo, I'm a hermit. That's me. I'm a hermit. I've always been someone who didn't like being... I've always had, like, you know, stranger anxiety, like groupings. That's always been me. Like, give me my select few, you know, I'll chill with you for a little bit, then you gotta go type energy because I need my space. Like, that's always been me. But the life of the hermit is a life that, when you really realize it, when it's in very significant placement in your chart and you're into all that, you really understand that that's what you came back here for. You didn't come back here for the, the Three of Cups and the Two of Pentacles and the Devil. Like, you came back here to evolve. The Hermit walks a path alone, being guided by their internal wisdom. The Hermit always wants to learn more. The Hermit is the soul seeker. The Hermit is the spiritual being that is going through evolution. That's the true meaning of the Hermit. You understand? The power of that, there ain't no power in that. There ain't no power in that. That's an illusion too. There ain't no power in that. There ain't no power in that. The power of that. Ain't no power in that. Everybody got that. Every woman got that. What's that power? That thought process is dead too. There ain't no power in that. You can get that anywhere. And it ain't power. Because a lot of the things that these women be holding on to and carrying, it ain't power. So you go ahead and be careful with that. But there ain't no power in that. Yep. Yeah, that is the darkest, negative, most demeaning thing. And for those women who be thinking that way, like, you need some healing. Power of the pussy. I don't know. You're just gonna keep getting run through by all these men, like, because I don't know. Sorry, I'm just saying. That thought process is so derogatory. It's kind of borderline disgusting. Everything. We just talking about spirituality. We talking about the dark and the light. We talking about tarot. We talking about life. Love, life, spirituality, evolution, whatever you want to talk about. It's what we're here for. And how a lot of these thought processes are just completely out of whack. Spiritually, when you understand your energy, women and men, you ain't just gonna give it to everybody. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Or you will see how you were giving it to everybody. You will see how people were thriving off of what's yours or thinking they was. Some people out here just want to be connected to a certain person just so they can improve. Confirmation, thank you. Some people, if they didn't have you in their lives, they would have nothing to compare themselves to. Meaning, oh, I'm going to talk so much shit about this person over here. It's going to make me look better. But if you take you out the equation, they don't have nothing to talk about. You know? They don't have nothing to talk about. They don't have no one to compare themselves to. They don't have no one to run their mouth to strangers about you to. You know? So, and that's a lot of things too. Like when too, with like being an earth angel, light worker, healer, whatever it is, when you know that at your soul, that's the thing with this is soul recognition. This ain't what the logical mind can fathom. Oh, earth angel, that doesn't make sense. No, your soul light. That's why the star card, your soul knows. And your soul came here to go on a journey of evolution, to materialize it. A lot of people don't realize that these true messages and messengers really come to help people. And I feel like a lot of people realize it when they stop. When they stop. And I'm seeing that quote, people don't realize how hard you were going for them till you stop. Then they're like, oh, damn, man. I wish I had treated that person nicer. I wish I didn't say this about them because now I know that shit ain't true at all. Yeah, it's too late. It's too late. And we're put in certain spaces to protect certain people from certain things, i.e. our downloads. If I come on here and I say, someone's about to hit you up, don't go, and you go, I mean. But again, you got to know your situation. If I say this is happening, blah, 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 and then nothing is done, and then something happens because nothing was done, I gave the message. I don't know who I'm talking to. And there's protection that comes with that. You don't think that we are placed in this collective to give protection where there is none? How do you protect people from the unknown? How do you protect people from the things that haven't happened yet? By being a messenger. But they want to be mad at the messenger for actually giving messages to help them. Common sense ain't common. But I just want us all to grow. Yeah, they might grow. They might grow. I guess everything is, fated to occur. Some people are, destined to grow, and some people are destined not to. I guess, if we believe in shit like that. We got to start seeing things in a higher perspective and stop letting the ego rule and run shit. Like for me, when I got on this platform, I knew my life wasn't perfect. I wasn't getting on here trying to be no one other than me. I wasn't getting on here wearing makeup. Wasn't getting on here with my ass all out, with my titties hanging out. Wasn't getting on here doing none of that. Y'all saw me as a mom, raising kids, doing what I gotta do. Still to this day, And it's crazy because there are really people out here that literally live to help the collective grow. And those people that really be in those positions, I hear you. I understand. It be sounding like things be falling on deaf ears, but I'm telling you, no, don't stop doing what your passion is. I've had so many people talk about me as a person, strangers, as a parent, strangers, lie on me, strangers, I don't know, people that hadn't even been around me, lying, weird. Like, how you make up all this shit in your head and you ain't been around me in years? Because you see me on YouTube and you don't like me? Okay. But you're watching. So are you telling these people that you're lying about, individuals too? That you stare at their friggin' YouTube all day long? That's why they got some shit to talk about? No. You see what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, on this spiritual journey that a lot of you guys have been on and are going through, you don't get the outside validation from people. And you're not going to. That's not where it comes from. You work. Like, people work jobs. Like I said before, they go to work, they clock in, they clock out. When you are who you are, when you're a divine channel, you don't clock in or out. The downloads don't stop because you don't want to receive them. God ain't going to stop guiding you because you don't want the guidance. It doesn't work that way. You're continuously on call for a higher power. And so this is why when that higher power starts to call you, oh yeah, when that higher power starts to call you, you'll ascend beyond what this 3D world is trying to poke you for. You understand? So I'm hoping that a lot of you guys have been taking this time and you have been really digging into your purpose. Because I guarantee you, there are plenty of earth angels on this platform. There are plenty of true, divine, chosen individuals. There are many of them. And a lot of you guys at this time are being asked to come from amongst certain circles, certain mindsets, certain ideologies. You're chosen for so much more. I've been saying this from the beginning. Look at what everyone else is doing. Look at it. Ugh. Look at it. Look at what everyone else is doing. This is being the observer, the eye, in the storm. Right? Because that's what God gave you the power to do. and be. That's why I post that I. You are the I within the storm. So you see the storm over here, you see the storm over there, you know the storm you came from, you see the storm that's coming, but you're in the middle of it. Why did God place you as the eye of the storm? Because these are all things that are external and outside of you. You get it? This is something that a lot of you guys might be starting to realize as well. It's like, oh, damn, like, a lot of you guys are going to start seeing things more clearly from all angles. Like I said, look at what everyone else is doing. Who is contributing to your storm? Get that square out your circle. Heavy download. Oh, God. Get that square out your circle. That was for somebody. Look at what everyone else is doing and do something different. Everybody wants, everyone, oh, all these tarot, this tarot community, everybody wants the same outcome. The Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Lovers, the blah, blah, blah. No one knows what that actually means unless they're truly tapped in. But let these people tell you. Let these people be your relationship counselors on divine kingdom spouses. And you will not have one. Because that's not what it's about. But they refuse to tell you that. They refuse to tell you that the narrative that they're spinning on these divine counterpart situations are situations they're going to continue to spin so that you will never experience the actual. Okay. That's why I won't listen to nobody for no love reading. Because if they don't have it within themselves, if they have not actualized their divinity and their divine marriage and or partnership with the divine, how can they tell you how to manifest with magic, right? A divine partnership. Takes one to know one. You must be in one to attract one. Energy recognizes energy. You attract what you are. I'm writing that down. You attract what you are, not what you want. You can let your life pass you by, thinking that's how manifestation works. If I keep doing these spells, if I keep doing these rituals, if I keep doing these blocking spells, they're going to have to come back to me. Okay, you can keep thinking that way. You can keep listening to these readers. Or you can see what everyone's doing and do something different. Tried, tested, and true. I followed narratives. And this is the thing, like, people be thinking they be knowing. They be thinking they be knowing. But I done test narratives. I've been on this journey for a long time. I've done people that came, people that went. But it was all part of the journey. No bad feelings. It just, I was meant to learn something. But how do you know something to be true or untrue? It's by following it, observing it, watching it over time, right? Anyone can say whatever they want. People got mouths, they're always going to use them. A lot of people don't know what they be talking about when they be speaking, but they still be speaking. Whatever, let them speak. You just know, right? But there was a lot of, when I was in my twin flame journey portion of my life, right? I was like going to all these different readers, trying to get information and knowledge on the twin flame journey. And it was like, what the hell are they talking about? It's weird. What are they talking about? Trying to put a chosen one with a karmic. Trying to do all this weird shit. Like trying to confuse you, trying to manipulate you. Trying to actually stop you from getting that true twin connection. Rather, like, you got to understand the tactics that are at play here, man. I don't know. But when I was going through that situation, I learned a lot. And I was listening to this one reader. And I was like, oh, someone from your past is going to be returning, blah, blah, blah. It's your twin flame. Okay, okay. So I was like, okay, someone from the past returned. Yeah. These readers be knowing what they're doing. Someone from the past returned. Felt like my twin. Sounded like my twin. But when they came toward me, I'm like, there's no way in fucking hell. Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. This retrograde, with all of these transits that are happening, certain individuals will come back again. And it was like in my mind, like, God, like, did you get what we showed you? Like, this is how spirit works. There's many illusions on here. Many illusions on here. And God is going to guide you through each and every single one and show you what it is for you that you need to see for you. So when you end up having to just walk away from certain individuals, when God ends up closing a door when it comes to certain individuals, when you stop believing certain lies from certain individuals, they be mad at you because they couldn't fool you. Well, we put out that reading that said they were going to blah, blah, blah. This is how the readers who push these messages push them. Because they watch you. They know what you speak on. It's also why I stopped doing cards. Because people just like to read the cards. They're not getting the message. And that's an illusion too. But God works in mysterious ways. Yeah. So a lot of you guys, you might be at this cycle in your life right now where you're just cutting things out. Just done. Like, game done, over, 12-12. I saw 12-21 yesterday. 7-12 on my cup. Crazy. 12s are everywhere. That's hangman, right? That's enlightenment. Spiritual growth. I know I've grown a lot. You know? And I'm proud of anyone who goes through growth. Growth is not easy. Growth is it's extremely hard, and it's extremely hard when you don't feel like you're being, appreciated for that growth. Whoever you are, I'm channeling now. You go through a lot of things, and a lot of people, it's just natural for people to want to express, what they are proud of. And a lot of you guys, I feel like you don't have a space to express to other individuals what you're truly proud of because of you knowing that these people aren't going to be just as proud for you. It's that whole, like I said, if you're not getting with individuals at this time who are going to help to uplift you, who are going to see the beauty in you, the strength in you, the power in you, the love in you, the healing in you, whatever it is that is within you. It's like if you're not being met with those types of individuals, that's usually like the Most High saying, like, okay, you're ascending. It's time for you to have better. But it's like you're never going to be pushed into a space unless you're being guided there. So it's like this is a transition into another level for a lot of you guys where you're seeing like, damn, like I thought, but you no longer resonate with a thought or a belief. And that's okay. I heard the other day, like, what would, I got this download from the Most High, like, what would you do without using me? And it made me think about, like, that God energy is just like when we're going through our growth, God is like our parent, right, in the spirit. And we cling on to that connection, that relationship, like, God's going to do this, God's going to do that, God's going to do this. But then there's another level where God's like, okay, not in so many terms of, this is for those of you guys who have real connections with the Most High. There comes a point where God's going to be like, okay, like, you got where I needed you to be. Okay, you believed in me. Because even to a certain extent, once you go beyond a certain level of your elevation, soul family, holding on to that title for you stops you from growing even more as well. And I say that because You have to internalize that energy. They gave us Jesus as a depictional character of someone who followed God without fail. This is an individual we can see whether or not we've seen true depictions of this individual. This was someone that we could see that God placed in certain positions. The only real reason for Jesus being talked about was because he could be seen. So they used Jesus as a connection and a doorway to God. You understand? And I feel like for a lot of us true teachers, this is what God is doing with us, in us, for many individuals. People be like, Jesus and God aren't the same thing. We know all that. We know all that. But Jesus was a teacher. Remember back when we was growing up, what would Jesus do? That was instilled within us since we were children. And for some people, it takes longer to come to this knowing of, I need God in my life, whatever, whatever. But wherever you start, you're going to start with Jesus. You're going to be taught. You're going to be taught something. And there's a physical representation of a picture or a cross or whatever that we can look at to have that physical connection with. You can believe in Jesus a little bit more because he's someone who can be seen. But this is why I'm talking about your faith growing and understanding, oh, okay, I got it now. I understand why this person or whoever was placed in our visual, why we were so focused on this individual. It's bigger than that. This ascension is leading you to a direct line of communication with Source, if you so choose. And all to think it just started from a couple tarot cards. Oh, I think I'm psychic. No, this is your spirit unlocking itself. Chosen ones. So don't feel bad. This is what you came here to experience. Now, I'm going to get a lot of backlash from people talking to me. She said, who cares about God? Whatever. You're unawakened, unevolved. Stay asleep. Okay? Whatever. But for those of you guys who are not, and are understanding now, this is where the build can happen. This is where manifestation takes true form. This is where all of your work pays off. This is where all of that darkness that you had to be the light, see the light, hold the light, walk toward the light, is all going to make sense for you. For a lot of you guys, this is the highest level of elevation that you will reach. This is what you came here to do. To understand the workings of God in people, in the universe, and how we were created to build those separately, to bring them together, to create balance here. If everyone really understood the way the universe flows, hello. If everyone understood how the universe actually flows, imagine how much better we would all be able to get along with each other. I don't care what people say about whatever. I know the universal energy. I'm connected with it. And I know that the universe is a constant flow of creation, of abundance, of materialization. Nothing is created and or destroyed. Like, I don't know. So, real people understand real things. Life is so complex, but it becomes less complex when you realize everything works in a cycle. Everything has its season. It really makes it a lot easier. A lot easier. Just from the creation of life, if you're going by the good book. It was dark, then there was light. And then when you go through your spiritual awakening, it's dark again, but it's light again. It's crazy. Usually before you go through a spiritual awakening, everything that you have thought will be questioned. Everything. From your upbringing to where you are in that current moment. If you haven't experienced that, you're not there yet. But if you are someone who, for like the past year or two, has been questioning the norm, why do I like this? Why do I believe this? Why do I invest my time into this? Why does this move me? If you've been asking those types of questions, that means you're growing. And maybe some heartbreaks, okay? Healing don't just happen overnight. It's not a one-time thing. You will be in the shadow a lot. You will be dealing with things that you never thought you would. You will be feeling feelings you never thought you would. You would be having thoughts you never thought you would. But this is why a lot of people be deemed crazy when they're going through a spiritual awakening. And they're not. Their whole reality is just shifting. I feel y'all. A lot of people can't put into words a spiritual awakening and what it does to them on a mental, emotional, physical level. But the people that don't have the right support people around them while they're going through this makes a difference. And this is why, for those of y'all that talk shit, I don't hear y'all. But for those of y'all that understand and resonate, I'm that person. I'm here. I understand. I understand how it feels to not be heard, to not be understood, to be taken lightly. I understand how important this spiritual evolution is for you. I've dealt with it. So that's just someone else letting you know you're not alone. You're not crazy. Okay? This is real life change that on a cellular level, we've seen this before, it happens to people. And I've always been, for y'all, that safe space of growing. I don't judge nobody. How can I? Look at my life. I don't put it here for y'all to see. I don't judge not a soul. But what I will judge, okay, is moving forward, the people that are allowed access to me. They will be judged. They will be seen. They will be analyzed. And it's crazy because I had this moment where I felt like someone wanted to talk to me, right? And I feel like my ancestors, this should be like unreal, but it's like you got to go through the ancestors type energy. Like there's certain people, like they really do some shit, but that's another story for another day. But like there are some people, for you guys, you're so spiritually evolved, and like, okay, see how this can go, right? It goes many different ways. We're talking about many different things. This is just, it is what it is. Whatever's coming is coming. For those of you women who are very, very intuitive, there's like a lot of people. Some of you guys might have your eye on someone, right? But it's like this individual is afraid to come towards you. Why are they afraid? Well, because you see everything, you feel everything, you hear everything, you know everything. Okay. Makes sense. But at the end of the day, that type of individual is only going to be afraid of that if they don't want you to see everything, know everything, hear everything, feel everything. It's someone who has something to hide. So you're actually being protected. Sometimes that rejection is protection. For a lot of you men out here that are healing and evolving and seeing certain things differently, there's men out here who are very intuitive, who are very confirmation, empathic, sensitive, in tune, whether that be because you grew up around all women or you've just learned how women operate. You just learned the type of woman you don't want by dealing with all the types of women that you've had, whatever it is. And you know certain things about yourself, and you know there's certain females that want to come towards you, and you've been enlightened to why, what the end goal is. You weren't able to interact with this individual because God said, hell fuck no, not my chosen man, who I done took from the trenches, who I done raised up to be blah blah blah, that I chose for greatness, that I chose for this. God ain't gonna let that happen. And so for a lot of you guys, it's like when it comes to these relationships, it's like a lot of individuals now, because this is the age of awakening. Ain't nothing I'm saying, nothing y'all ain't already heard. When it comes to relationships, it's like the spirit realm, because you guys are here for a spiritual purpose. Everything is spiritual. You got to understand that. If you were chosen to live a spiritual existence, meaning you were chosen before you got here to go through a spiritual awakening and ascend, you were already chosen for that. You already chose that life. That life was already granted to you before you realized who you are today. This was what it was going to be for you. This is fate. This is destiny. That you are a spiritual person. No one, that's destiny, okay? So with that being said, a lot of you individuals are literally, it's like people are going to have to, I don't want to say get on your level, but I don't know. It's like I'm hearing like spiritually inclined individuals just can't have regular relationships with people. You've seen how that's worked in the past, right? So it's like there are certain people who are going to want to come together with you. And it's like the spiritual side of things is going to be like, well, are you in tune with them? Are you going to give equally with them? Are you just here to take from them? Do you want what they have energetically, whatever this is? It's like a lot of relationships are going to be tested in this time. Because for some of you guys, it's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to experience true, authentic love. It's time for you to experience someone that wants to give to you. It's time for you to experience what it feels like to feel like you got somebody. It's time for you to experience how you can have a partnership and connection with someone that is going to grow you both, not just one-sided, not just you do for me and you do what I say type energy, however that resonates. These spiritual connections that are coming into place because each individual has found a level of spiritual awakening within self where they know they don't need you. They love themselves. They're not going to crowd you. They're not going to block you off from opportunities. They want to grow with you. Now we have more healthy people coming into connection is what I'm saying. And for those individuals who refuse to do the soul work and clear out them demons and come about the shadows and allow whatever devil energy they're sitting in to just fall away, those are the people that are not going to be able to access you. It's not going to be allowed. Some of you guys already know there are certain individuals you have been told, you have been shown, do not. Those individuals, they can't. Okay? So sometimes you got to take it as a good thing when God separates you. Because God uses everybody for something. So if God says, no, not this one, because they're special, because I love them, because they work with me, not this one, man or woman, then it just means God is really testing the other individuals that want that shiny object that God said, no, can't touch, right? What they're going to do to get it. How bad do you want it? You going to do spell work, trickery, lie, deceive? Or you going to get on your path, get on your throne because you are chosen? You're going to do the work. You're going to heal. You're going to let go of the past. You're going to be someone who gives equally. And if that side chooses no, then you don't get the gift. Like you got to work for these things at this point, spiritual beings, is what I'm saying. So God's putting a lot of pressure on certain situations right now. I know that. No tarot cards needed. I've been talking for an hour and 9 minutes. I'm here to teach. I'm here to teach how to look at something differently. And all of this that I teach, you ever hear me talking about hurting anybody? I'm teaching the individual soul that's looking at me how to maneuver through life and how to take every situation to make them a better, more independent, more stable individual. I'm not out here talking about wishing bad on nobody. I'm not out here saying that people don't deserve what they don't. You deserve what you say you deserve. You deserve to receive whatever you put out. Keep putting out goodness. Keep putting out love. Keep putting out healing. Keep putting out a safe space. Why do you think they be talking about hold the space? A lot of people need space held for them. A lot of people just need that one person to see. I've been there. Damn, I just wish somebody saw what the hell I was trying to do. I just wish I've been there. So I know there are other people in the world who be having that same process. And this is why this is a safe space. This is why you can believe God is whoever you want God to be for you, as long as you realize God is the higher power for you, moving you forward towards your greatness we talked about the other day. Continuously being grateful for whatever you have. So to wake up in the morning is a blessing. I say grand morning every day, and I have. Not because it's a anything special, different type of day. It's just a grand morning because we woke up. You were able to come to my channel and see grand morning. It's the little things in life. And this spiritual journey is going to teach you how to release what's not necessary. The ego, the negative thought patterns, the negative relationships, the negative connections. You're here to break those ties. And God said, let there be light, and he showed you the light, and he gave you the light to shine it against any darkness. You had to realize and understand that sometimes that light that is you, that you carry, that you walk in, is going to make you see some things that you did not think Spirit would show you. But you're the light. And I don't want you guys to be hard on yourself. Okay? I don't want you to be hard on yourself. A lot of you guys are coming into greater purpose. And that's why this message is so long, because you need to know you are meant for more than what you're doing. You're feeling a little backlash because of your beliefs and all that? Okay. Stand on what you believe in. Get your information, get your downloads, research what you want to know, but stand on your belief. You got to have unshakable, unbreakable faith in this season. You got to realize the people that want to talk shit about where you are and where you're going, maybe they're just mad because they can't go with you. You also got to not be upset when people are spewing anger towards you. Your light just illuminates what they try to hide. You understand? And this comes with growth. This comes with growth. This comes with a lot of growth and a lot of understanding that you are only responsible as a person for yourself, your energy, and what you allow to continue. We've all heard what you allow will continue. So if you want to continue to allow people to make you feel away, you're doing that, right? If you want to give people the power to tell you who you are and who you aren't, you're doing that. You cannot be mad that they continue. You have to own who you are. You have to be unique. There's a reason I'm unique. You have to be unique. You have to be authentic. You have to be true to self. And all of these things, spiritual beings that are listening to me, it's going to take you being real with yourself. Another individual that's going through the same thing that you're going through is going to feel that. They're going to feel it. They're going to feel that you're real. They're going to feel that you're genuine. They're going to feel that you're true. They're going to feel that you ain't about no games. They're going to feel that you're on point with your life. Doesn't mean it's perfect. Those are the people that are going to be gravitated to you because you share an energy frequency. You're both trying to become better. The spirit knows what the mind can't fathom. And right now, y'all might be like, damn, where are these people at? The more you know they're out there, the more you'll see them around. If all you see is devils and all you hear about is devils, that's what everybody is. But that's not true. There's more light in this world than there is darkness. But it's also why the darkness, hence these tarot readers on this platform, have to go so hard to make sure this light that I'm giving cannot be given. Everybody deserves knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Everybody deserves another chance. Everybody deserves to feel like they have it within them to try again. We learn and we grow until we go. Let the things that you guys have experienced in this past cycle that was just eclipsed out show you and guide you as to where you are and why you're going where you're going. And check in for alignment. Go through your who you subscribe to. If they ain't promoting growth, if they ain't promoting a cycle closed and actually showing it, you don't need to be in that circle. You don't need that collective. Because while the collective is growing, evolving, and changing, some aren't. You got to pick what's best for you. You got to pick what's best for you and stand on that. Do not allow, thank you, the outside reality, be them tarot readers or not, project onto you an existence and reality that is any less great than it is supposed to be for you. I'm wishing you all healing. I'm wishing you all blessings. I'm wishing you all love and enlightenment. And I'm wishing that we all grow beyond the norms of what we feel and tap into the spirit of what is real. For every individual person, that's going to be different. Some of y'all got some books to write. Some of y'all just sitting on these ideas that you need to put out there. Hearing podcasts, okay? It's like I said before, everyone's in one area. There's a whole nother channel that you are being given to create within. And why you? Because you're the chosen one to create within that channel. Certain individuals can't go to that place. So utilize what the divine is giving you at this time, chosen collective. Think outside the box. Some of you guys, you did what you were supposed to do already. Some of you guys, that part of your journey is complete. That eclipse just literally eclipsed out all of that energy for you because you're here now in the present. And regardless of how people feel about time, it's the biggest illusion. God is saying that time is done. People are still in that time, wanting you to be in that time too, on that type energy. But God said that's done for you, my child. Now I need you to look here. Do you understand? And that is the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest thing to do, let me tell you right now. But you'll do it. And you'll move beyond it. And a lot of you guys will finally start to let this shit go. Because you're needed over there. Someone needs you with your healed self over there. There's a collective of people waiting for you to give good news over there. Because over there, it's all negative, dark, and bad. You understand? Over here, you build in what? Something that can grow. Something that can grow other individuals. You understand how this works. Perception is key. With that being said, that's the message that I have for today, guys. I'm about to get out of here. Thank you. And that was a message from whoever. For whoever. I'm about to start giving universal messages as well. I mean, how can you create within the universe if you don't know what the universe is giving you to create with? We're about to go to that. We're about to start talking about universal flow and oneness and interconnectivity and all these other things. This is truly meant to help you block out any negative thought patterns at this point. Because we're not going back there. That's what God keeps saying. That's what I keep hearing. We're not going back there. We're not going back there. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords. Some of you guys, stop. Go forward. I'm seeing the Seven of Swords. And you know how with the Seven of Swords, like you're holding the swords but you're looking back type energy? God said no more of that. Stop looking back. Back there is lies, deception, deceit, darkness. Don't self-sabotage yourself when it comes to back there. You look forward, okay? So, chariot energy. But that's what I got. So, have a good one. That was the topic for today. I'll see what we're going to talk about tomorrow or something. But yeah, this is pretty much how it's going to go. So, if you don't like these messages, that's fine too. You got free will to choose. But for those of you guys who like to dig into the deeper things, come on. What you want to talk about? What's our next message? You know, send me an email. Let me know what you want to talk about, what you want to see, what you need more knowledge and insight on. That's what I'm here for. Okay? So this is how these things are going to go. Just talking amongst each other, amongst a spiritual community of individuals. And whatever we come up with, we come up with. I'll be channeling some different messages. I already got like 3, but I'm like, ugh, those are a little deep, but whatever. So have a good one, y'all. Enjoy your Tuesday. It's nice outside. Get outside, get grounded. Okay? Be around people that are going to make you happy. All right? Just find happiness, please. Just find some happiness today. Just be happy. Say hi to people. Be nice to people. You don't know what people are going through. Okay? That's another thing I want to say. You never know what another person's going through. You just saying hi to a person could change their whole day. You could be dealing with a person that's by themselves, alone. No one talks to them. No one cares about them, so they feel. And they run across you, and you have the option, because they're right in front of you, to say hello or ignore them. Just say hi. It don't hurt nobody to be nice. Hold the extra door for somebody. You know? Support someone you wouldn't normally support. See, we all out here trying to get it. We all out here wanting something more. At the basis, at the core, we all out here wanting love. We all wanting someone to see us. I don't care what nobody says. Everybody want to feel seen. Okay? So like I said, I don't know why I just said that, but there's people out here that really are by themselves. And a lot of you guys out here, you got to know that you are the individuals to make difference in other people's lives, be it small or large. You don't know. But that's how you got to live this reality. You got to live this life knowing that you always have something to give. You're always a gift to someone else. Don't have to be no money involved. You understand? But you are a gift. So give someone today a conversation, your love, a hug, an apology. Shit, we fuck up too. And regardless of whether or not you apologize, whoever I'm speaking to, you apologize to someone and they choose to not forgive you, whatever, still want to be mad about some shit, that's on them. You did your part. People can be petty all day long, but the petty doesn't move us forward, right? The petty doesn't help us get over a situation. It just keeps you stuck. So if there's someone that you guys need to apologize to, apologize. If you're waiting on an apology from someone, stop. No one owes you an apology. It's just the right thing to do. And a person will show you who they are by doing what is right or by not doing what's right. So this is when you are able to decide, okay, I don't want this person in my reality no more. I don't need to be around this individual. They ain't doing shit for me. They ain't here for me. Confirmation. So you are the judge in your situation of how you're going to react and how you're going to show up in this reality. Only you can control you. There ain't no outside force that can manipulate you at this point. Hello? That can manipulate you out of your position, your integrity, and your morals. And you're not going to allow that any longer. No one on my platform, on my channel, is talking about people doing spell work on them, and I appreciate it. Because I have gone to other lives, and I have seen so many people talking to these readers. Like, oh my God, this person did this on me and that on me. When I come on here, I don't get that energy. It's because you guys are too evolved for that. And this is how I know this message that I'm giving is hitting the minds that it needs to hit. And I got to give myself credit too. I'm a great teacher. I'm a great teacher. I appreciate y'all. We're above that. We're above that. So keep being the bigger person, okay? And keep giving of yourself in every space that you enter. Keep being the best version of yourself. Keep showing up for you, okay? That's all you can do. Do what needs to be done. No excuses, no complaints. And watch how the universe is going to supply you. Because my collective is over here in universal alignment and flow. And in the universe, things happen every second of every day. So stay in that knowing that the good you do is coming back to you. Now it's not being asked from God. God, can you please pray? Let's wait and wait. Nah, what you put out into this universe is what I'm saying in my collective. This is real life because I've seen it for myself this past week. What you put out is coming back instantaneously to you. And this is by way of the universe giving back to you. And I said this is what retrograde was going to do. What you do in every moment predicts your past. Your past. You get what I'm saying? So a minute ago, I was in my past. I've been in my past for an hour and 20 minutes. That was past. Now, I'm in the present. Everything I just spoke to my collective in the past hour and 20 minutes is good. The universe accepts. So the universe gives back. The past is not weeks and weeks and months and years ago. The past is every minute, when we're talking with the universe, every minute of every day that we act, we give our energy towards something, we act upon something. There is a ripple effect instantaneously. Be in the present. Stay grounded. Be good people. Do what's being asked of you. Just be nice. And watch all of that be returned to you now. That's what I got for y'all. I love you, collective. Thank you for watching. Have a good one.